Volubilis. Broken walls, fallen stone, columns standing without the buildings they once supported. But look a little longer and something else begins to appear. Order. Nearly 2,000 years after people walked these streets, the patterns they created are still here. They are beneath our feet, thousands of tiny pieces of stone arranged into circles, animals, human figures, and mythology. Intricate borders repeat and turn back upon themselves with extraordinary precision. These weren't museum pieces. They were floors. People walked across them, and the patterns continue upwards, in carved capitals, in the rhythm of columns, in repeated arches and doorways, in courtyards and pools, streets and rooms, pattern within pattern, from something small enough to hold in your hand to the structure of an entire city. This was Volubilis, on the far southwestern edge of the Roman world, where Roman, Berber, and other North African influences met. And it was once very much alive. These empty spaces were houses. People ate here, slept here, argued here, raised children here. The great columns and arches belonged to a city of public buildings, temples, and gathering places. And everywhere, there are attempts to leave something behind. Names carved into stone, dedications, records of office and achievement, messages from people who could never have imagined that, almost 2,000 years later, strangers would still stop to read them. There is something wonderfully human about that. Remember me. And yet the civilization that built all this eventually disappeared. Roofs collapsed, columns fell, walls became stone again. Plants pushed their way between the mosaics. The landscape began reclaiming the geometry. And perhaps that is what I see most clearly at Volubilis, a civilization built in stone because it wanted permanence. But nothing is permanent. Empires rise and fall. Even the greatest eventually become ruins. And yet, some of the things we create endure. What they left behind still remembers them.